Hello, and welcome to the LRS Education Services Virtual Classroom Demonstration. My name is Troy Stoneking, and I'm a Technical Education Instructor at LRS. During this demonstration, you will gain an understanding of what it's like to be a virtual student in one of our live instructor-led classes. The first thing to note is that you will be able to see, hear, and communicate with both the instructor and the other students, whether they're in the classroom or remote like yourself. About a week before the start date of your class, you will be mailed your books and other course materials. In addition, you'll receive a headset with a microphone. When communicating with the class, you can either utilize the provided headset or call in via telephone with the phone number that you'll see when you connect to the training session. It's our intention to give to you the closest possible experience to that of a traditional student without the time and expense required to travel to our facility. Now let's take a look at the details of how it works to be a virtual student in one of our classes. Let's begin by taking a look at the email invitation you receive from LRS upon registration in a virtual class. The primary purpose of the email is to allow you to have a quick link to the training session. LRS Education Services utilizes the WebEx Training Center platform, and you can easily access the WebEx Training session from the email link. Once connected to the training session, you will be able to see the instructor's desktop, which includes the PowerPoint presentation and any live demonstrations the instructor may conduct, as well as have access to a lab computer located in the LRS Education Services facility. One of the traditional methods of communicating information during class is via projector-based presentations. LRS Education Services utilizes the WebEx Training Center platform to bring the presentation directly to your desktop. An exciting feature of combining the WebEx Training Center platform with our in-room projection system is the ability for instructors to highlight or emphasize certain points directly on the screen of the virtual student. It's taking the concept of the whiteboard and making it fully integrated with the virtual delivery. As the instructor moves through the presentation, she or he can allow each student, whether remote or local, to see every detail. Demonstrations bring the new feature or technology to life for the student. In addition, demonstrations allow students to pose what-if scenarios to the instructor. As a virtual student, you can see, hear, and respond verbally to what is happening in the classroom, which makes the demonstrations of great value. Finally, no class would be complete without hands-on labs. When it's time for the lab, your instructor will send you an invitation via WebEx to connect to your individual lab computer. While the students who are physically in the classroom are sitting in front of their lab computers, you will be connected to a lab computer in the same room. In fact, each virtual student has a physical computer dedicated to their use. Once connected to your lab computer, you will use the books and other course materials that were mailed to you ahead of time to complete the labs, just as if you were sitting in the room. An additional benefit of this setup is that at any time, you can request assistance from the instructor. The instructor can walk to your lab computer and see exactly what you're seeing. So, if you need a hand, the instructor is right there at the lab computer with the same view as you and the ability to walk you through any difficulties you may be experiencing. At the end of the lab time, your instructor will return you to the presentation and demonstrations. I want to personally thank you for taking the time to view this demonstration. We at LRS Education Services provide the virtual training option so that you can have the same quality training experience without the hassle of travel. We hope you'll take advantage of the opportunity.